What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and it always amazes me how quickly the woke mob will turn on someone if they don't exactly fall in line with their way of thinking. They can preach all they want about diversity and representation, and they can talk about uplifting black voices and minority creators and wanting strong female representation. But if one of those people steps out of line, if one of those people says something or does something that doesn't exactly fall in line with the woke echo chamber, what happens to that person? They are cast out. They're cast out of their business. They get attacked. They get piled on. All of these things happen because they want to pressure them to bending the knee and submitting, to falling in line. And that's what's going to happen with Ice Cube, because Ice Cube just made a decision for himself that is going to have a lot of people incredibly upset. Look at the headline from Hollywood Reporter. Ice Cube exits Sony comedy Oh Hell No after declining COVID-19 vax. The Sony film, which co-stars Jack Black, had been set to shoot this winter in Hawaii. And to be very clear, Ice Cube is making the decision for himself. He hasn't advocated any position when it comes to the jab, and he's walking away from $9 million to stand for his principles, because that's not something that he wants to do. So he walked away from the job. And in the, I guess we'll just say the entertainment industry in general, now we have Ice Cube. Nicki Minaj obviously was very vocal about this. We see what Kyrie Irving is doing by sitting out and losing millions of dollars from the Brooklyn Nets, all while Floyd Money Mayweather supports him. We're starting to see an interesting contingent of black people in the entertainment industry who are standing up to these mandates. And the woke crowd has a little bit of a problem on their hands, because on one hand, they're saying diversity, representation, social justice, champion these things. On the other hand, they say, you can't say that. You're not allowed to have that opinion. You must get in line. So we end up with articles talking about how Kyrie Irving and Dave Chappelle are part of the white supremacist ideology because they simply have a different opinion. And that's what Ice Cube's about to be under right here. Ice Cube has departed Sony's upcoming comedy Oh Hell No, in which he would have starred with Jack Black, after declining a request from producers to get vaxxed. Sony had no comment. A personal rep for the star declined to comment. WME, his agency, declined to comment. Oh Hell No is being produced by Matt Toblick and Black, who both did not offer a comment. Ice Cube and Black partnered on the project in June. The Sony film was looking to shoot this winter in Hawaii with Kitao Sakurai, the filmmaker behind Netflix breakout comedy Bad Trip, in the director's seat. Producers on Oh Hell No made the request the cast on the project would need to be vaxxed. Doesn't sound like a request. If someone's having to walk away from the project, it sounds like a demand. And if it was indeed a demand or a mandate, because that's obviously clearly what it was, maybe Ice Cube, pulled out because he didn't like the fact that he was being asked. Maybe he pulled out because he didn't like the fact that everyone else was being asked. He's been pretty silent about that in general. However, it should be noted, before these lunatics come out there, and they will start to bash him as anti-science, you don't care about COVID, Ice Cube was very vocal during this entire pandemic. Throughout the pandemic, Ice Cube has promoted mask wearing. In August, this college thanked the star and others for a donation of 2,000 masks. In April, he unveiled Check Yourself Before You Wreck Yourself branded t-shirts featuring the star in a mask in a partnership with Blackout, which proceeds to benefit frontline health workers. The same frontline health workers who, when they decided that they didn't want to get the jab, they started being derided by people in the mainstream media. Those same frontline workers. Maybe a lot of people don't remember that. You were celebrating them one year, and then the next year, you were calling them conspiracy theorists, and you were glad that they were getting fired. There's a lot of people who are starting to stand up to these things, and predictably, these are the people that come after them. Just saw someone refer to Ice Cube, Kyrie, and the rest that rejected the vax as starting a movement. And I'm trying to figure out where it's moving to besides the hospital. Well, obviously, for a lot of these people that are in incredibly good shape and not in a risk factor at all, those people might make a certain decision for themselves based on what they see out there. And they're probably okay with you deciding whatever you want for yourself. But no, these are the people who get attacked, right? Because they dare. Black voices dare to stand against authoritarianism. That's effectively what's going on here. What else? Steve Hostetler. Ice Cube is an anti-vaxxer. I had no idea Ice Cube was actually a nickname for Snowflake. And then, of course, you have this one. Ice Cube plus Kyrie Irving equals Darwin Award nominees. You heard it here first. Clueless human beings being anti-science. They need to grow the F up, roll up their sleeves, and realize that Sony and the Nets are just protecting themselves. And, of course, this person, Erica's Resistance here, just based on the profile picture, looks like you probably have a few comorbidities going on there. So I don't know. Maybe you have a reason to be scared. Maybe you truly do have a reason to be scared. I do know that Ice Cube's going to fall under a lot of attacks, a lot of pressure from people that are shaming him for his decision. But regardless of the circumstances, when you see people standing up to these things where you know they're going to get a lot of backlash, but they're doing what they do truly feel is right, you got to give them credit for that. So shout out to Ice Cube for making this decision, whether it's for himself, whether it's because he doesn't like the fact that it's being mandated the rest of the crew. Maybe we'll hear from him in the future. Maybe he'll speak out about it. But right now, he's walking away from a $9 million payday to stand up for principles, and I can respect that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.